I never say never because we don't know what's going to happen. So we're keeping our eyes on the prize.
Welcome back to Square Off. Kelli Ward is still keeping her eye on the prizes she never won in 4 years as Arizona Republican Party chair. She leaves behind a historic record of failure. Now the party's getting ready to pick a new chair. Who will it be? We're back with Stacey Pearson of Lumen Strategies and Paul Bentz of High Ground Consulting. This really is an astonishing record of failure over 4 years, if I may take a moment here. Presiding over historic losses in a presidential election in what was a red state, 2 U.S. Senate defeats, lost the governor's office, other statewides, and Ward stuck the party with big bills to defend her in the investigation of attempts to overturn the 2020 election. Does that kind of take your breath away?
I'm amused.
You forgot to mention that she also tried to ban early voting, which is wildly unpopular as an effort as well.
My goodness, my goodness. So next Saturday, the Republican and Democratic parties will pick new chairs. On the Democratic side, Maricopa County Supervisor Steve Gallardo running against political organizer Yolanda Bejarano. In the Republican Party vote, and this is where it gets interesting, former Trump campaign chief operating officer Jeff DeWitt, a former state treasurer, is running against far-right agitator Stephen Daniels. DeWitt is supported by Carrie Lake, Mark Fincham, and Wendy Rogers. Does that tell you, okay, you can't wait. Does that tell you the party has learned any lessons from the last 4 years?
Not at all. I mean, they're just refitting the same tinfoil hat. It is going to be another round of nonsense. And what is that, the definition of crazy? To do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result? That's what we're looking at with the Republican Party right now.
And DeWitt is expected to win.
Yeah, I think DeWitt's the odds-on favorite. The one thing to bear in mind is he won statewide office, and he does have sort of that history. He helped Trump win successfully in 2016. So he does have a few more wins under his belt than Ward does. I think he is a force that can bring other folks together. He is very conservative, absolutely. But I do think compared to some of the alternatives that were out there, he's probably a better pick than those, but we'll see what sort of leadership he brings to the table.
Okay, I want to get your quick takes on the 2024 U.S. Senate race, which is kind of going on as we speak. Democratic Congressman Ruben Gallego of Phoenix is expected to announce fairly soon, he said after the holidays, whether he'll run, creating a possible three-way race with independent Senator Kyrsten Sinema and an as yet to be decided Republican candidate. Stacey Pearson, will Ruben Gallego run?
Oh, I assume so. He's certainly hiring some of the best in the Valley and really the country. So I assume so, yes.
Paul?
I would assume so. I know that Congressman Stanton's also talked about it. He seems to be putting his toe in the water and has been really more vocal about things the last few weeks. It'd be interesting to see once Gallego announces if he does, if Stanton follows suit. But I do think Gallego is going to run.
A primary.
That'd be great
for the Democrats.
Exciting.
And that would be a pretty well-contested primary, wouldn't it? But then Kyrsten Sinema, what does she do? Just stick it out? There was a poll this past week that shows her numbers are in Jeff Flake territory. By that I mean the numbers that he looked at and said, you know what, I can't win, I should retire.
Oh, 2 years is a long time. To take a snapshot today and predict where this is going to go in November of 2024 is a fool's errand, really.
You calling me a fool?
No, you're very.
This is what I do for my
my
business. Okay, got to end it on that note. Thank you, Stacey. Stacey Pearson and Paul Bentz, thanks so much for joining us and for your deep insights. You can also see all of our Sunday Square Off coverage on 12news.com or on our YouTube channel. Go to 12news.com/YouTube. That's our show for this week. Thanks very much to all of our guests, and thank you so much for joining us. See you back here next weekend for another round of Sunday Square Off.